How's everybody doing? Welcome. Thanks to Dan and Kyle. We got Fiji water. Come on, Illy coffee. I can't afford this stuff. This is great. It's free in the hallway for you to enjoy. Thanks for putting on a great event, guys. This is awesome. My name is John Gluch, and that's my team, but even better, they're here. Could my team please stand up? The Gluch Group, please give them a round of applause. Help me celebrate how awesome they are. Most of them are here. We've got a few slackers, but for the most part, they're here. And they are awesome. It's a really great group of people that I get to work with every day. And it's just fun. It's just fun. I'm so thankful for them. And this is our goals for this year. We're going to come pretty close to that, which is great. You know, $2 million in commissions and selling a couple hundred houses, all that stuff. That's, you know, it's easy to get lost in the numbers. And what I'm going to share today is something that team leaders can implement, but it's something that someone who has never sold a house before, and they're just getting started today, this is something that you can implement too, and I think it'll change your life. What's the most exciting, I think, or interesting about what I do is that's me and my family on Coronado Island, which is like over there somewhere, I think. And I have the ability to run my team from Coronado Island because of what I'm going to share today. The strategies and ideas that I'm going to share how to execute today have allowed us to create a brand where I'm able to sell like hundreds of houses a year, and I don't even live in Arizona, right? Like if you try to kind of wrap your mind around, like, could you move and keep selling houses? Like, probably not. Like, it probably takes a few steps to get there, right? So this has been a core element of what we've done to be able to execute on that idea. So here's the thing. You don't own most of your lead sources. Like, a lot of what has been talked about today could be shut off tomorrow. Like, you're getting Zillow leads or Facebook leads, you know, you name it. You've got all this stuff, but if those people change the game on you tomorrow, which they do, right? We've all experienced, if you've been around a while, like Zillow just changes the way things go, and you just are a pawn in their system, right? That could be very frustrating. Or you get a bad review on whatever website, and now that's kind of falling apart on you. So these are all lead sources that you don't know, and you just have to really, it's not a bad thing. We pay money for leads, we do all this other stuff, but it's important to recognize, like, you don't own that stuff. That could go away tomorrow. So you have to be working on and fortifying a part of your business that you actually own. Facebook, IDX sites, all that stuff could go away tomorrow. They could change the rule, but you do in your database. So your sphere of influence, what we've been talked about some today too, you own that. That's your deal, right? Like, you've got those names, addresses, phone numbers, relationships, the capital you've created relationally between you and those people. You've served them with excellence. You've poured into their life. You've done wonderful things for them. That adds up. Over time, you've got a relationship that's created. And so my question is this: most of you, how many of you? Let's do this. How many of you are getting more than 50% of your business is coming from repeat and referral business? Raise your hands. More than 50%. Okay, so that's a big chunk of the people in the room, right? So how much money, time, energy, strategy have you put into your repeat and referral business? Like, what's the number? Like, what would be an adequate amount of time, energy, and resources to pour into that group of people? So I'm going to talk about that today. So years ago, I met Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy is a wonderful mentor. He has taught me so much, and one of the most important things he taught me was that the purpose of your customer is to create an advocate. The idea is not to meet someone and sell them a house, and now we're done. That's not the celebration, right? The idea and the philosophy that he taught me was, you've got this wonderful thing, this transaction that just happened, you help someone buy or sell a house, and the whole purpose of that whole process was to create an advocate. You want on the back end of that deal for that person to be a raving fan, to send you referrals, and to write you a review. What if you just got paid in referrals and reviews? No money? Checks? What if you just acted that way? Of course you need money to pay the bills, right? I get that. But if you think the whole way through your process that the whole goal here is to get a referral and a review for this person to be absolutely thrilled with me, it will change the way you do business. So I love this quote. It's my favorite quote. I think about it all the time. We built our business around this. Pretend that every single person you meet has a sign around their neck that says, "Make me feel important." What a crazy place that would be to live, right? Like, if everyone was doing that and we were all just really cared about one another and we're intentionally thinking about, how do I make people feel important? Everyone, including you in the room, is thinking about how yourself, you will care about who you are as a person, and you love it when people do and say things that causes you to feel like an important person. And so we've built a business around that idea. And here's the main person. She's in the room. How awesome. This is Corey, our WOW coordinator. She is amazing. And what I decided was, if I was going to decide to focus, like was discussed earlier today, on my repeat and referral business, I need to put some time, energy, and money into this. And so I literally hired a person whose whole job it is to love, care for, and appreciate our clients. That's what she does. She's our WOW coordinator. She spends time and energy every day, and I'm going to explain what she does and how she does it. And I'm going to talk about it at scale. This is hundreds of deals a year, thousands of past clients, but all of this can be done at a small scale. Also at the end, feel free to take pictures of slides. That's great, but at the end, I'll give you a little number you can text, and you can download. I've got a full cheat sheet on all the stuff I'm going to talk about today, how we do it, what we do, the resources we use, all that stuff. I'll put that at the end. So here's what we do. First of all, we created a WOW culture with our team. We wanted everyone on the team to care about their customers and clients. That's really important because it's got to be in your DNA. Your whole team's got to really care about making everyone on the team or that they interact with as customers feel important. So what I'm going to share with you today is almost all stuff that my clients have shared on social media. We just talked about being remarkable, right? What's remarkable? Well, someone's remarking about you. This is stuff that the users are doing on our behalf because they felt important and special. Here's a real key metric. You know people feel special when they post it on Facebook or social media. Like, dang, you hit the nail. Like, that's it right there. You did something where they went, this is Instagrammable. You nailed it. If it's not that good, it's not good enough. You got to like scale up, right? So a couple different ideas. This is Stephanie, who's in the room as well. She's on our team. So this, if you don't have a team, this is your family, right? So for me, it's my family and my team. My team's my family as well. So start with the people most important to you because this has got to get in you, right? So I'm going to talk about this from that perspective first. So Stephanie decided she wanted to go to makeup school. As a team leader, I'm a little terrified by that. What, you want to like learn how to do another job? Like, you're on my team. You work for us, right? This is terrifying. And I wet my pants a little bit, and then I said, okay, great. We want to support. We want to be the biggest cheerleader of everybody on our team. So talk to our WOW coordinator. We send her off a gift of all this great makeup stuff. Say, hey, wait, like, we're cheering you on. We're praying for you. We're so excited. Hope it goes well. Stephanie goes to the school. She posts. She's excited. We're supporting her. Decides makeup's not the career for her. Praise God. Okay, hallelujah. She's still on the team. But we were there, right? The last thing you want to be is fearful. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that. So we got to support our team, right? The next one, this is from my brother when we hired him, saying, hey, got a text saying doorstep. Opened up my door to an amazing welcome package from the Gluch Group. This is the first week he started. Every team member wrote a handwritten note about being excited to have me on board. They gave me some amazing gifts too, feeling so thankful for this next season. That's how you welcome people on your team. This is Ashley, our listing coordinator, my assistant. She just had a baby. So my wife and I send her a text and a Venmo. Hey, here's $50. Go out, have a night on the town, get some dinner. And she sent a message or picture. Hey, here's my husband and I. We're just out on the town having a great time. Thank you so much. Brad on my team, same thing. He's crushing it. This guy sells 50, 60 houses a year. One week I know it's like really he's working hard, and so we just send a message to him and his wife. Hey, Liz, I know you're like allowing us to have your husband for all this time, like thank you so much. Here's $50, go order Grubhub or whatever. They send a message back, man, thanks so much, that means so much to me. Care about your team, right? This is something Darren Hardy's team did for me. I went and taught his team how to do some things, and they, while I was teaching at this workshop for his team, sent flowers to my wife. Said, hey, thank you for lending your husband to us for the day. We know it matters when he leaves the house. That was so meaningful. My wife all of a sudden thinks Darren Hardy's the greatest person on earth, right? It's great. Very smart of him and his team to do that. Share wins with the team. This is Slack. It's an inter-team communication thing. And so we have a whole channel dedicated to, wow, all the different stuff our clients say about all the cool things we do for them. And like all day long, boom, we're getting these messages. Hey, this client thought that was awesome. This client posted that on social media. This team member thought that was great. So we're just constantly communicating this message that we want to make sure people feel important. Systemize it. So if you have a database management system, like every phone call we get, we have in our database management system this question. Did you have any WOW ideas? When you get on the phone with clients, they'll tell you all kind of stuff. Like, oh, I can't make that appointment because, oh, my kid's in the hospital, or this guy's sick, or my husband's winning an award at work. Just be paying attention to those things, and we can come up with an idea of how can I surprise and delight this person. So you're maybe wondering, how do we execute on these ideas? So a lot of it is like easy to do now. There's gifting apps, tons and tons of them on the App Store. You can also get flower delivery done very easily. And then a lot of what we do is Corey is spending time curating these little gifts, sending them off via courier. So what you don't want to do is like, ideally, buy a bunch of stuff on Amazon and mail it to them, right? So someone says, hey, I won an award at work. We're super excited about it. What do you do for that? Get a bottle of champagne and have it couriered over with a handwritten note. Congratulations on the award at work. So fantastic. And people will say stuff to you on the phone while you're on the phone with them, or you'll see it on Facebook. And these are just great opportunities for you to surprise and delight your customers, make them feel really important. Team accountability every single week on our team calls. We're asking, did anybody wow anybody? And we're celebrating. Everybody on the team is sharing a moment of man, that person really wowed me with that special thing they did, or they wowed that client by that little gift they sent. And so as a team, we're talking about this every single week. And what gets measured gets improved. This is Corey's scorecard. So on our team, once a quarter, we got this all from Darren Hardy. He's got a fantastic business planning course that we took, and I can't recommend it highly enough. And everybody gets scored on this stuff. So this is what Corey's doing. Again, this is all in that cheat sheet I'll give you access to. But biweekly review, so she's basically, all the stuff you see on that list there is stuff she's doing. So she's paying attention to our vendors, to our customers, to our team, watching them on Facebook. So on our personal Facebook, you can't do this with a business page, but your personal Facebook page, so in our case, mine, we friend all of our clients. And so every day, she's looking at the feed of all the stuff people share. And we've got a special list for our VIP people, right? People who referred us clients, people who love us, support us, care for us. We've got a special list because it can get overwhelming. We've got thousands of friends. So you get maybe 30 or 40 on a VIP list, or if you're new, 5 people would be great. And you just pay attention to those 5 people. So she's stalking every week, what award did that guy win? Or who's sick? What's going on? She's looking out for great life events that she can go, that's one right there. That's a way that we can surprise and delight this person. I'll give you some more examples of those in a minute. This is another just example of a way we measure this is we get reviews on websites like you guys do too. And one of the things that's on most of my team members' scorecards is review mentions. Did they personally get mentioned in a review we got? And they get excited about it, wow, my name got mentioned. That's super fun. What that means is they were remarkable. They were so awesome that when somebody chose to review our business, they specifically said, Corey was amazing. That's not easy to do. That means you had to go above and beyond, do something really special. So that's one way we measure it. And then this is our dashboard. So we call this humanity points. Our business, our mission is to humanize the real estate industry by providing a truly exceptional client experience that helps people find home. We want this to feel like people again, we're selling houses, that's great. But we want our customers and our clients to feel like people, oh my gosh, these people care about me, they know me, they think I'm important, they think I'm special. So everything we do is about humanity points. And how do you get humanity points? Well, by selling houses, by getting referrals, by getting reviews. So you can see that's like our little dashboard, we track. It's not like houses sold. That's boring, right? But humanity points. How many points are we? And we get quarterly rewards based on if we get enough humanity points, the team gets a reward. Okay, so let me give you some ideas. This is one Stephanie did. Our WOW coordinator, Corey, went on a vacation. Well, who's going to wow the WOW coordinator? She's out of town. We got a problem, right? Well, Stephanie, our transaction coordinator, figured it out, called Carnival Cruise Lines, and said, hey, our wonderful team member, Corey, is going to be on your cruise. Would you please surprise her? Spend $100, $200, whatever it is, and there's a bottle of champagne. Corey gets on the cruise with her friends and family, and waiting for her in the room is a bottle of champagne and balloons. You feel really important when that happens. Here you are, your family's in tow. They didn't get any special treats. They didn't get anything awesome, but you did. So you feel really special and cool in front of people who really matter to you. So we're trying to thoughtfully really make sure people know, hey, we care about you, we miss you. Okay, this is really practical. So how do you do this on a tactical level? Just take every touch point, every place where you're meeting with clients in your business, and make them better. Wow them a little bit. So this is our office. We just have a really nice office. Our broker provides that. He's fantastic. And we meet with lots of people, and people we've never met before. But it's really easy to find them on Facebook, make sure we know what they look like, so that when they walk in the office, they're greeted by name. Hello, John. We're so happy you're here. And we've looked them up a little bit, know a little bit about them, and we can greet them by name. We also have a menu. People sit down, they're going to have a buyer meeting with us, learn about how to buy a house. Awesome. Let's provide them with some snacks, some wonderful things that allow them to feel a little more comfortable in the meeting, feel a little bit more special, cared for. They can pick from the items on the menu. New client gift. The moment a client signs a listing agreement with you and you leave the house, they're freaking out. Did I just make a huge mistake? That guy was kind of sleazy. I'm not sure how that went. How's this going to go? A million thoughts. Their wife's like, are you sure that's the right guy? We interviewed 15 other people. Are you sure? So they're doubting it, right? So what we want to do is immediately say, yes, you made a good decision. So we send to them this custom-made gift, and it's all local stuff, Arizona stuff. Like, we got local coffee, these good caramels and all this stuff. It's got a nice, cute note. Hey, we're so stoked to have you on board. You made a great choice. We can't wait to get your house sold. Here's some wonderful gifts that are Arizona local. We do this for buyers and sellers, and this arrives instantly after they sign up with us. It answers that question, like, did I just make a good choice? Did I make a mistake? No, these people care. They're thoughtful. We're humanizing the real estate industry, right? Better buyer closings. Here's how we used to do it. You sell a lot of houses, you got to figure out how to get these people their keys, right? And we don't have a lot of agents. We got 3 agents selling 200 houses, right? So how are you going to get them their keys? And what we used to do was put the keys in the flower bed in the mud and let the client know where they are. So congratulations, look due south, and that's where the key is. You're like, it's raining, man, and there's a rose bush, and now I'm bleeding, and can you put this on Instagram, wife? It's like, no, that's terrible, right? This is a terrible situation. So we go, okay, we got to like upgrade this. So now we got a special, ribbon with the key in there, and it's got the deal. And here's the thing, I couldn't do any of it. I would be terrible at all this, right? So if you're not good at this, maybe you got a spouse who is, or if you've got a team, who on your team could help you with, come up with some ideas that make this really special. So not only do we do that, but you can see there the champagne and all. That's all we have like in our office. Mountains of champagne and buckets and whatever. It's all just there. That way, every time a house closes, we're not like on Amazon, okay, get a champagne. No, we've got that all stocked, ready to go, right? And depending on your scale, you might want to have a back stock of all this stuff. So this is, again, on Facebook. Someone's like, man, you want to make it so that when they get in their house, they have stuff to take pictures of. They can be stoked, show their friends. Put a big ribbon on the door, right? Make it exciting. Put some cookies in there. We have T-shirts that we, Gluch Group T-shirts, all this stuff we just leave for them. We're trying to give people a reason to post about us on social media, and more importantly, to make them feel special and important. Okay, thank referrals and use a tiered system. So every time someone refers you somebody, you want to thank them. Instantly, if possible, we have a stock of great wine, red wine, that we send, and the idea is same day. The day we get a referral, the person who referred us the client gets a bottle of wine and a handwritten note that says, thank you so much. It doesn't matter if it closes or if that's the worst referral we ever have. You're rewarding the behavior, not the result, okay? So right away, bam, a bottle of wine. So, and this text message here is from a friend named Tony, who's like, man, you're good, thanks so much. He called me with a referral at 9 a.m. By 2 p.m. or whatever time that text was, 1:16, he had a bottle of wine on his front door. Like, that's a wow thing. That makes Tony feel like, dang, this guy's going to take care of my referral. He's not kidding around. Like, if he can get a bottle of wine to my door in a few hours, he could probably sell a house. So you're figuring out a way to really make sure people know that you care so much about the referrals that they send to you. If nothing else, start here. Like, okay, all this other great stuff I'm talking about is fine. But if nothing else, do this. The people who are referring you clients should know you care about those referrals. And then use the tier. This is our referral tree. You can see, like, my man John there. Man, that's a big trunk on that tree. He's referred us a lot of people. And they've referred us people. And you start looking down the line, you're like, what's the lifetime value of that guy? I don't know, like $1 million, like a lot of money. It's worth spending a little time, extra energy on John. So there he is. The bottle of wine's not going to get the job done on his 19th referral, right? So we make a custom created bag set with the K that's got his first initial of his last name. Here he is with his family, take a picture of like, hey, thanks so much for the thing. No one else is doing this, like nobody. He would refer the people either way, but now he just, he knows, hey man, these guys, they care about me. They care about the business we're sending to them. Systemize and prioritize referrals. Again, you can't enter a lead into our system. It's not possible if it's a referral. It just won't let you do it unless it tells you who the person came from. We got to know, like, where did this referral come from? We got to figure that out. And so this just tells my team, hey, it's important, chase this down. And then wow after the sale, right? So, and I'm going fast because I want to give you a lot of ideas, and that cheat sheet thing will give you all kind of execution, but I want to go fast because I want to give you as much as possible. And here's what we do. You have an 80-20 plan for after the sale. How are you going to get repeat and referral business? So I talked about listening on Facebook. We were on the phone with a client who said, man, my son's been in the hospital. He's got this weird thing. He's going to be okay, but it's like 10 days in the hospital. So we get on Amazon, same-day delivery, all these fun toys for a kid his age, send them to our office, have a courier take it to the hospital. Because if I send it on Amazon to the hospital, God knows where that's going to end up, right? But like, let's get it to the office. We'll send it over. So she's sending a text like, oh my gosh, my realtor, who sold me a house like 3 years ago, figured out my kid was sick in the hospital and sent a gift so that he wouldn't be bored in the hospital. Like, dude, they're not going to go to somebody else. Like, you're building client loyalty that is hugely valuable. This is a set of flowers that we sent to someone whose mother had passed. And thanks so much. This stuff's happening in people's lives. The deal is like good stuff, right? Really good stuff, and then really bad stuff. You can find, those are great opportunities to go, hey, we're listening, we care. Facebook's a way better listening platform than it is everyone's trying to talk. Like, here I am, my Lamborghini, and look at this, I sold 800. Who cares? Nobody cares. I don't care about that. Stop. Just stop it. Instead, pay attention to what everybody's saying, and then individually, in a caring way, in a thoughtful way, with people who support your business, execute on this. Just tell them they're important. Another one, I was talking to a client of mine, great guy, and I'm on the phone with him. We're like getting a listing going. He's like, we're on our way to Disneyland. Hang up the phone, talk to my WOW coordinator. She calls the hotel they're going to. I just subtly, where are you staying? We're staying at the Marriott or whatever. She calls the Marriott. Hey, our great clients, the Martinez's, they're going to be there in like 2 hours. Could you surprise them? In the room, waiting for them, chocolate milk and cookies for his kids, right? That's awesome. Wow, that's really cool. They're excited about that. Here's another one. My brother and his wife went to the MGM. You can hear about this stuff on Facebook. I think that's where I saw it. They were like bragging about, we're going to the MGM. It's going to be great. So we called the MGM. They surprised them with like a heart, petals. The hotels are great at this. Vacations are, they have like armies of people just waiting for you to give them money to like do cool stuff for their people. So they will happily take your phone call and execute this for you. And again, this is going to cost you some money. So, but what's it worth? For that guy, Jean, millions of dollars, Like that lifetime value of your customer, if you stop and think about that, from the transactions they do with you, the referrals they make, they're going to come back, buy and sell a house. They're worth so much, and just even more than that, they're just people who are worthy of being noticed, Stock up on stuff for common life events. So we have a warehouse of this stuff. Babies, we have these onesies, kind of hard to see, but it says made in Arizona, just like the Gluch Group, and these little onesies, right? And we send every time someone has a kid. And again, these are people we sold a house to 5, 6, 10 years ago. And they're going to talk on Facebook about how they had a kid, So great, here it is. Congratulations, we love kids. We're so excited for you. It's going to be great. Anniversaries, birthdays, all that stuff. This is somebody who, they've referred us some clients too, but they bought their house, 6 years ago. And this is a montage of the various gifts we've given them over the year that they posted on Facebook because they were so stoked about it. And then client events. So there's Corey, and we do movie nights, do 2 big events a year. And my criteria was I'm only going to do events I would go to. And I only go to good stuff. Like I'm not just kind of wandering over to every free event someone throws, right? Like I'm only going to go to something awesome. So we do 2 really, really great events. And we do a movie night where we buy out the whole theater and we pick a blockbuster movie. Has to be a blockbuster. And we do it in the summer because in Arizona it's freaking hot. So we do it in the summer. Everyone wants to get it. And this is a night out from the kids. So we don't pick a kids movie. We do a movie that, it's not like, we don't pick like weird, like dark stuff, but we pick something that it's for adults, It's not adult, but it's adult. You know what I'm saying? And we have a great event, right? You got hundreds of people that come to these. You got to work really hard to get hundreds of people to come to a free event. We market the crap out of these things. Facebook ads, direct mail. And to the point that was brought up earlier, an event gives us like 10 excuses to talk to somebody. Text messages, phone calls, emails, direct mail. And nobody's like mad that you called to invite them to a movie night. Or I shouldn't say nobody. Every time we have 1 or 2 and we're like, take them off the list, like no thanks. Like if you're mad that I invited you to a movie, we're all set, thanks. We got plenty of them. So, but it's very rare, and this gives you, you're just giving. I'm not asking for referrals. I just say, hey, do you want to go? We got this great event. And people come, and we make it fun, right? We have this great game where we play new games. I come from a Young Life background. If you heard of that, it's like a youth ministry. And we work with kids, and you got to keep kids excited and entertained, so we do these like ridiculous games. So there's Corey holding an apple, and you blindfold the couple, and you say, okay, whoever gets, you have 4 couples up front, and whoever gets the most through the apple in a minute wins, and they end up making out, and it's awesome. It's really, really funny. You're going to love it. And then this is our big train park event. This is the one for the kids. So we go big. We do food trucks. Give me the biggest, best bounce houses you got. Ice cream. We have sponsors who help out with all this stuff. But this stuff still costs us, we spend probably $150,000 a year on client stuff. So, and that's a lot of money, but we bring in about $2 million. And just like was said earlier, I think it's really smart if you're running a team to start acquiring other businesses, mortgage, title, all that stuff. We're doing that. So we have more margin, more meat on the bone, because we're doing the loans, and we own the mortgage company, and we're doing the title, and we own the title company. So now we got more room to spend more money on our customers and clients, and to do stuff like this. And what this does is it gives you a business you can be proud of and that you like and that's fun. You get to work with people you enjoy, and it's just awesome. It's just a great way to do business. So half of our business is coming from this kind of stuff. And here's how, it doesn't work like this. It's hard to measure. You can't go, well, because of that client event, we got 3 referrals. Like, you can't measure it that way. You kind of have to look at it over the long haul, and you start to see eventually, like, man, we're like getting more and more repeat and referral business. This is a no-brainer. We got title and mortgage people in the room. You should be doing this for your realtors, for sure. You should be thinking about who are your top referrals sources and just making sure they feel special and important and cared for. I, as a top producing agent, I would go years without a lender who we would send all these deals to, or title, whatever, and you just kind of feel like a number, you know? So to take notice of the people who are sending you business, whatever business you're in, and start to repeat or to recognize and care about them it's a game changer. So again, there's a lot of strategy to this. To getting 500, this is a 500-person event. Getting that many people to the event is no joke. It takes a lot of work, even though it's free and awesome. And I've got a little strategy for that I'll share too. And then schwag. So our logo, it looks like a logo. It looks like a business logo. But we wanted to make really cool shirts that people would wear. So we did, and we created a store. On our website, there's a store where theoretically you could buy a shirt. I don't know what would happen if someone tried to buy a shirt, but we don't have a system for that. But all we do is we say, hey, all the time, pick a shirt, and we'll send it to you for free. It's free of charge. So now they're getting, instead of just like kind of an okay shirt, it's like a great, nice shirt that feels great, it's comfortable, and it's a $20 whatever shirt instead of just a shirt. So now they're getting a freebie, right? So we made really, really cool shirts, and we get all these people who wear our shirts. We give them away at team events as well. Gives people a chance to kind of be a part of our crew. And we see these all the time on Facebook, Instagram. People wear them a lot because they're very comfortable. And this is the face you never want to make again. When someone bought a house from some other agent. This will help you avoid that. You never want to do that. So this system, if you really spend the time and energy, will be fun and enjoyable. It'll help you to really create a business you can be proud of, and it's very profitable too. So hope that helps you guys. And then lastly, if you just text this deal, I'm not going to spam you or any of that stuff, but what it will do is it'll give you a little website. You just put in your first name and your email, and it'll give you it's like a 25-page PDF, and it's got specific actionable items on exactly how you do all this stuff. I don't want you to get caught up in the fact that this is big. I got 4 seconds left. This is all, what I just explained to you is a big system with a lot of money behind it. But you can, if you're just getting started, pick 5 people to do this for. And pick 5 people that have supported your business and cared for you and actually sent you referrals and repeat visits, and just start with them. And that's it. It's just so simple to start. It's so easy to do small. And then as a team leader, it really does scale. It gets bigger and bigger if you want it to get bigger and bigger. So I hope this has inspired and encouraged you to start your own wow business. Thank you so much, and go have a great day. Thanks, guys.